Welcome to GCSE English Language and Literature here at King Edward's the Sixth School. My name is Mrs Woodliff and I'm a teacher of English and also the second in department. This presentation is going to introduce you to both the English Language and English Literature course that you will begin studying in September. Firstly, I'd like to discuss English language. This is such an interesting subject where you will have the opportunity to study a range of fiction and non-fiction. The exams you work towards I will discuss in more detail shortly, but there are so many benefits to studying English language, in addition to the eventual grade that you will receive. This is a subject all about communication. We will help you to express your ideas and our lessons will incorporate plenty of opportunities to share, debate and discuss. You will also learn how to identify a writer's viewpoint and consider this in relation to your own personal views. English literature is just brilliant. I am an English Lit graduate, so I'm biased, but I really think it's amazing. In these lessons, you get to study a broad range of pre- and post-20th century fiction. This includes poetry, plays, and of course, novels. We hope that in this subject, you will continue to develop your love for reading, but also be able to read actively, forming thoughtful opinions, considering a writer's craft, and having meaningful debates and discussions with your peers and teachers, all of whom are subject specialists. Obviously, we appreciate that this is a core subject, so there will be some of you who don't like English, and there will be some of you who love it, but regardless, you all have to study English language and English literature. We understand that this can be frustrating for many, but we think it's such a valuable subject that in the long run you will have benefited, trust us. So what do we ask of you? All we ask is that you come to your English lessons with a positive attitude and mindset. Please be prepared to listen and to learn, engage and complete the work. Also, please try to read as much and as often as you can, as this will make your study of both Lang and Lit so much easier. Now, I would just like to briefly discuss the layout of the two courses and how you will be examined. As you can see, English language is a 2-year course. You will sit 2 exams, both worth 50% of your final grade. The focus of the 2 exams is slightly different. The first is based on fiction and analysing a writer's craft and then a creative writing task. In paper 2, the focus is on non-fiction, analysing a writer's viewpoint and then producing a piece of non-fiction writing your own. Finally, for this GCSE, there is a spoken language element which you will complete in the lesson. This is graded by your teacher and recorded, but it doesn't influence your grade in any way. The English literature course layout is similar to the language. There are 2 exams, although one is worth more than the other, with paper 2 worth 60%. Paper 1 is where you'll answer questions on your Shakespeare play and your 19th century novel. Paper 2, you'll answer questions on the modern text and poetry. Both these exams are closed book, meaning you won't be able to take any of the texts or notes in with you. The English literature course layout is similar to the language. There are 2 exams, although one is worth more than the other, with paper 2 worth 60%. Paper 1 is where you'll answer questions on your Shakespeare play and your 19th century novel. Paper 2, you'll answer questions on the modern text and poetry. Both these exams are closed book, meaning you won't be able to take any of the texts or notes in with you. Firstly, you will definitely study Romeo and Juliet. This is a brilliant play. It's about 2 people who fall in love. Fine, except they're from 2 different families that have been at war with each other for years. Because their love is forbidden, they have to meet and they ultimately marry in secret. The problem is that along the way people die and are banished, and this means they can't be together. As you read, you watch the story unravel. There's war, fighting, passion, unrequited love and revenge. What more could you ask for from a text that you have to study? You'll also study An Inspector Calls, which is an excellent play. This one is more modern, it's set just before World War I. It's about a young woman who commits suicide, and it's your job to decide who is to blame with the help of a mysterious inspector who questions each member of the family connected with the young girl. All of the teachers in the department love teaching this play because the themes are so relevant to today, and I guarantee that you will have strong views about what happens and of all of the characters. Finally, you will study a collection or an anthology of 15 poems. All of these poems are set by the exam board and are all linked by the themes of power and conflict. The poems are great. Some are better than others, but it's a really interesting module, which again will prompt discussion and opinion and debate in your lessons. I think it's useful to hear from students currently studying English at GCSE. These quotes here are all from current Year 10 students. As you'll see, their experience is positive and they're enjoying all of the different elements of the course. Finally, it's probably useful for you to have a sense of why studying English is important, particularly if it's not your favourite subject. English at GCSE is perfect if you're wanting to do English at A Level, but also it's really helpful for the other subjects listed here. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the careers listed, English is a really valuable GCSE to have. I hope you found this presentation useful and that you're feeling positive about studying English at GCSE. If you have any questions, please pop and see me in room 10 or drop me an email. I've put here some useful links to the course details on the AQA website and to BBC Bitesize, where it covers all of the specific topics in detail. Thank you.